What's up? Welcome to the market recap. Today is September 1st, 2025. Well, I guess this isn't too much of a recap, more so just a watch list. I didn't trade last night due to it being Labor Day here in the US. I did a quick scan and I didn't really even see much of opportunities last night, so I just chose to take night off. But I do have a watch list for the upcoming session. It's not a very big one. Just some pound pairs, a couple of CAD pairs, and then just random Swiss stuff. I do have a good bit on like development watch, mainly a large kind of Aussie group and a couple of like dollar pairs, waiting for some breakdowns with some pretty large movements. So yeah, let's get into it. Pound wise, the main two trades I'm looking at is this pound Swiss euro pound. They're not 100% perfect. Like on the daily time frame, for instance, with this pound Swiss, your candlesticks are okay. If we blow this up, right? Like you have okay reversal candlesticks, but you are going to be going right into the daily 50. I would prefer for this to be like the daily 50 to be down here. So candlestick wise, and then the EMA is a little of a negative. Price action wise, and like your 1 hour and your 4 hour though are okay. EMA wise, you're kind of still sitting at them, but I mean these are your pretty much equivalent to your daily 50. But on your 1 hour time frame, you do have a clear break of both the 50 and the 200. So, you know, you have like you could say this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, or you could just say this is all just a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Either way, it fits within a wave 3 or a wave 5 play. I have my fib levels drawn from the lows, basically on the 4 hour time frame. But yeah, you have a higher high coming back for a higher low, and just plan that. So with everything I could really scan today, this is one of the nicer pairs. It's just not perfect, but I think it's a valid option. And then euro pound, similar, also kind of primary for me tonight, but it has some negatives. Like daily time frame wise, again, you're trading into the daily 50. Granted, my target's before the daily 50, but it is still a factor. This could continue to push up or go lower. You do have a decent level. You can see on the 4 hour time frame, right? 1 hour time frame as well. It's been respecting recently, and it has my preferred price action. So it has essentially a double top, a breakdown, coming back for a retest, and then wave 3. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And the levels relatively line up pretty nicely on the 1 hour time frame. I don't love how on the 4 hour we're sitting at the daily, the 4 hour 50, 4 hour 200, but those EMAs have been going sideways. So it's whatever. Mainly really like this trade due to the 1 hour and kind of like 10-minute time frames are pretty nice. So I'd honestly probably prefer this euro pound over pound Swiss, just from a 1 hour time, 1 hour price action perspective. But I really like trading kind of double top, double bottoms, like a double top, double bottom with a strong push, which we have here, retest, continuation. The issue I might run into with this is only 10 pip position. So when it comes to position sizing this with leverage, because it's a pound pair in the US, it kind of sucks. So I likely probably won't be able to put on full risk on this trade. And this month, I'm moving my risk per trade from 2.5% to 3%. So I'm just not sure if I'll still be able to put that. I was running into issues putting on 2.5% on this kind of size, on this position size with pound pairs last month. So I imagine going to 3 is just going to be more difficult, but still trade, still entertain taking it. And at that point, I'll just put on whatever max size I can. Pound yen, similar to kind of pound Swiss. The daily time frame, you're not trading into an EMA, and you kind of have this low test and then a bullish engulfing candle, right? So nice candles. What I don't love is like you kind of have this daily trend that seems like it's starting to slow down, if not reverse soon. But still, it's good enough for a potential daily, 1 hour play. It's an option. It's not a primary for me, but watching it, see how it develops along with these other pound pairs. And then pound CAD, similar. This probably has the nicest daily out of all of them. A nice push, a good little pullback, strong rejection of the daily 50, confirmation candle with that bullish engulfing afterwards. But when you go look at like your 4 hour and your 1 hour, you pretty much have these really long runs that haven't really pulled back. So drawing in a fib level here, you can see that like on the 1 hour time frame, for this to pull back to an area of value, it doesn't line up very well. And then if you don't draw your fib level from the bottom here, I don't know where else you'd draw it, maybe from here. So it's kind of tough to say. But usually when I see like price action that just kind of runs like this, I'll look at a 4 hour time frame, and if it's just candle, 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 right? Like no even 4 hour pullback, I'll just draw my fib levels from the 4 hour lows or highs if it's bullish or bearish. So doing that, the fib level doesn't line up very well. So it's interesting. I think it's probably the lowest tier of all these pound pairs for me. But still keep it flagged and watch it and see what happens. But primarily looking for this euro pound, and then also potentially this pound Swiss, because this pound Swiss fits more in like the Swiss bias, like Swiss weakness essentially. I have this Swiss Huff, which I don't think I can trade from a spread perspective. And if I can, it's not going to be until London. So we'll see. I have it flagged. I'll check spreads later tonight. But daily-wise, it looks pretty good, right? You have this kind of breakdown. You have a retest the daily 50. You have these like tweezers on a daily time frame, which is this double top right here. Again, that's why I like trading double top, double bottoms. It essentially is equivalent to a tweezer on a daily time frame. That's what you're getting, is a double top, double bottom, and a breakdown. So, but on your 1 hour, you have a good kind of breakdown here, potential pullback, levels line up. Looks okay. I think it's worth a shot at a trade. You have decent daily time frame candles. So I don't know if I'll be able to trade it from a spread perspective, but it does kind of highlight my Swiss weak bias, which this pound Swiss trade would play into. So it'll just be interesting. And then as far as these CAD pairs, I'm really just looking at this Aussie CAD to see what happens at this level coming up here that lines up roughly with the daily R1. You just have multiple touches in this area on a daily time frame. So potentially looking at playing a reversal from this level. And then EuroCAD, looking at this more so as a wave 3, wave 5 CBO. It's kind of hard to say what wave it really is. Like the 10-minute time frame, some pretty choppy price action until it gets to like this point, right? So could say this is all a wave 1 and this is a wave 2, this is a wave 3. Don't know. Daily time frame, the candles look okay. But again, this is kind of an overextended trend at this point. So I'm anticipating a breakdown and a daily kind of IBO coming up. So again, it's not perfect. It has some problems. It's just a secondary trade for me, something to watch, See how it develops, give myself more options. But yeah. It's kind of been the theme for the past few sessions. It feels like it's not a lot of like clean price action. Like there's stuff there, there's trades, there's things that have worked out. They're just not super clean. You kind of have to like tilt your head and squint your eyes a little bit to see it. But they're there. Then Aussie wise, I'm like, you have these large kind of Aussie trends runs on your daily 4 hours, kind of 1 hour time frames. They all line up. That I'm just waiting to see what happens. Like this Aussie Singapore, really nice 1 hour kind of trend. Your 4 hour run, your daily run, right? That is coming up to a level, or at any point it just could like break down and be a pretty nice IBO. And most your Aussie pairs have this same kind of vibe. So, and some of them have already broken out, like had these kind of like false breaks per se. So again, interesting to see what happens here soon with them. And then your dollar pairs I have on Development Watch are sitting at levels. Well, this dollar Huff is sitting at a level. This dollar knock is, again, it's just a run that I'm anticipating a break upwards, be able to play like an IBO. And then dollar CAD's similar to dollar knock. Kiwi dollar, I've had this pair on watch, I think 2 sessions ago or so, for a CBO on this 1 hour time frame. It never really pulled back. It just kind of had this slow trend and continued upwards. Aussie and Kiwis are usually linked. And this kind of fits with the same of Aussie vibe I've got going, right? Like it's coming up to a level that I think you could potentially trade short from. Or if it pulls back, it could still be like an ACB on your 1 hour time frame, and you could continue long. So it's interesting. Daily wise, we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you would think pretty much it's done from a daily time frame and looking to do a reversal, but I could anticipate getting a bounce and maybe like a higher low first before it reverses on a daily time frame. So yeah, interesting pair. So I have it still flagged as development, but I do have 2 alerts set at 2 different price points to have a look at it again. Either one of those are triggered. And then Euro Kiwi, still watching these 2 Kiwi pairs. We did get a breakdown on this pound Kiwi, I think Friday. Yeah. But it was late into the session Friday. I never really gave an entry until maybe 1 o'clock-ish, but I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, it could potentially be like a 4 hour IBO today, but I don't love the 1 hour anymore at this point. I don't really like when price action just continues like trendy, slow, trendy, slow, trendy, slow going down. Like I want to see a strong break. I want to see this. I want to see a strong break of price action and come back and then continuation. I don't really want to see this slow, drawn out, just like pullback is what it feels like. And then it'll hit a price level and then continue on. Like I'm anticipating this is going to just push until these recent highs at this point and not really respect this 4 hour 50. But we'll see. Either way, that's all I've got. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. See you.